All right, we are looking ahead at June 30th to July 6th. Let's see what's in the stars and the cards. I am using Blessed Be by Lucy Cavendish. Oop, okay. A card popped out. Ooh, wow, beautiful card. A blessing for a fresh start. Okay, this fits very much with the theme that has been unfolding now. Also, I don't know if you'll be able to hear them in the background, but there is a raven in this card. And right now, I would move my computer if I thought it wouldn't be too shaky. Right now, I've got 6 crows that I feed and care for, not ravens, but still in the blackbird family, that I care for, all squawking outside, looking for food. So I'll have to go out there after this. So a blessing for a fresh start. And I just feel like that raven energy or crow energy, it's protective and it's connected to feminine wisdom and our innate, like intuitive prowess. So don't discredit your intuition this week. I'm kind of feeling that as like a message from our crow friends and our raven friend over here, that there is something that you are picking up on intuitively. Intuition can be subtle, it can also be intellectual. So don't doubt yourself when it comes to your intuition this week, especially because we're in like the middle of Cancer season, which Cancer season is all intuition. Cancer is all about our intuitive senses. So, all right. Okay. Sunday, right away. Nothing going on astrologically, but we've got a card that we had last week reversed come in the upright this week. 2 of Pentacles. This is to me the shift that actually happens. Like last week felt more like a planning and a setting up the story. Now it feels like the story is moving forward. There's progression. I know it was moving forward last week, but it was more on the emotional level. Now with that 2 of Pentacles upright, pretty fast change from last week until this week. If you didn't watch the video last week, go back and look at that video and then you can come back here because the energy is all bleeding into each other. This is a great energy on Sunday, that there is something that we are going to actually literally physically tangibly be able to point to and say, oh, that is shifting for me, whether it's a relationship or again, to me, this is an overarching theme that has been feeling like career shifts or shifts in the way that we are perceiving how we need to make money, or shifts in the way that we feel we need to engage with stability. So that's Sunday. Monday, similar energy that we had from last week. All of the stuff that was reversed last week now coming up in the beginning of this week, upright. So Princess of Swords, last week we had this energy reversed. Again, this was like this idea of being novice at something. And now to me, it feels like practical application. Like we've tried the thing and now we've made a shift. This almost to me, like the image that I'm feeling or like intuiting right now is like, almost like when you're like a little kid and you're like, I don't eat that. I don't like that. I don't do that. I don't eat that thing. And then you try the thing, like your parents will be like, try it, just try it, just have a bite of it. And then we love it. We can't get enough of it. We want to keep eating it, keep enjoying it. So to me, this feels very much like an energy that is, we tried it. We sipped the Kool-Aid. We liked the Kool-Aid. Sometimes you just need to try. Last week, it was all about letting yourself be novice. This week, with a blessing for a fresh start, it's like you can't start anew unless you are a novice. You can't start anew unless you let yourself be emotionally vulnerable in not having all of the skills, tools, and resources that you need in order to be further along in the new beginning. Then it's not a new beginning anymore. It's just wherever you are in that part of the journey. So to me, this feels like, okay, I tried the thing. And now because I've got the physical, tangible thing, now I'm trying the thing. So there feels like a physical correlation and then a mental correlation that unfolds. Let's see what is going on for Tuesday. Tuesday, we've got the Six of Pentacles, and we've also got Mercury moving into Leo. Now, Mercury moving into Leo is all about an elevation of energy. It's like strut your stuff. There's confidence. There's like confidence in your mindset, but also confidence in the way you speak, knowing that you're going to be able to lead, confidence in any contracts that may come through. It's a really, Mercury moving into Leo for the next couple of weeks is giving us like a real dose of the spotlight. This could be people going viral. It could be, I don't know why I just felt that very specifically for some of you, but it could be an energy of going viral, or it could just be this energy of like being seen, valued, and respected for something you've put a lot of work into, or that you are plugging a lot of work into currently. And again, the Six of Pentacles, the word up top is success. Up here, it says success. Now, to me, this is also a card that connects to nonprofit work, or anything that is going to be equitable in giving and receiving. Like I am giving my time and energy, and then people donate to me, or whatever the thing may be. So there's an energy here that is also reciprocal, or like receiving your blessings. And a lot of different types of tarot cards have this energy different. But here you can see she's literally just receiving. It's like hard to see, but she's literally just receiving from the universe. This is opening your arms to success that you might not necessarily feel that you've earned, but you don't need to do anything to earn it. Leo, as an energy, doesn't do anything to earn it. I will tell you this definitively. When I used to work for Disney, I worked in the animal kingdom. And when you are on the safari, no matter what, a giraffe could stick its head in and lick you on the cheek, and people would have their eyes on a lion that was sleeping in the sun, wasn't even doing anything, wasn't moving around, sleeping, lick you on the cheek, a giraffe. People don't even look. So that Leo energy doesn't do anything to garner success. It just is, and people respect it. It's top of the food chain because people, other animals, respect it. So to me, this is like, you don't need to work hard for success. You just need to be open to receiving it. Then Wednesday, we've got Mercury and Pluto in an opposition, and we've got the Magician reversed. So last week we had the Magician upright. This week we've got it reversed. There, to me, feels like some refinement that needs to happen here, especially with the Mercury Pluto opposition, because it's when Mercury and Pluto are in opposition, it's like there's a lack of clarity. It's not seeing the story for the full truth of what it is. It's almost like, it reminds me, if you've ever watched like a TV show or something where the person hears like the tail end of the conversation, and we know as the audience like the full conversation that happened, they got like the tail end of something and it looks worse than it is, or it looks different than it is, and now there's this tension the whole episode or the whole movie when it could have just been solved with a conversation. That's this energy. So this is also a day, especially if you are starting something new, it's a really good day to clarify what you are hearing versus what you are seeing, thinking, and perceiving. Those are not always the same thing. Like, hey, I just heard you say this. I just want to make sure, is that what you meant? Or whatever clarifying needs to look like for you, because the last thing you want to do is botch an opportunity that is clearly coming up for you, or a fresh start that is coming up for you, with just because there is a lack of clarification or a miscommunication that is happening somewhere in the unfolding of this story coming to pass. There is definitely a transformation here too, or like I'm seeing the Ouroboros, which is the snail, the snake eating its own tail. There's like a little bit of a break here. It's not actually eating its own tail. I don't know why that feels important for me to say, but it does. To me, there is something about this energy that feels like something from the past needs to be cleared too. There is something that is coming up from your past that might be holding you back, or maybe it's a person that once, was somebody who supported you on your journey and now is telling you not to take this opportunity, or somewhere where it feels incomplete, that it needs to like, eat the tail. Just eat the tail and finish the story. It doesn't mean you need to cut anybody out, but there is a restructuring or something that feels left unsaid. Especially, and I'm going to say left unsaid because we're dealing with Mercury energy today, and Pluto is transformative. So, by the way, is the fire. So, by the way, is the snake. So, and so the magician is too, because the magician is technically the alchemist, which is taking one substance and turning it into something else. So, there is a lot of transformation, and transformation can come through clarification, especially when it comes to our more intimate relationships or where we need to seek clarity within the scope of relationships and conversation. Thursday, we've then got the High Priestess reversed. So trusting your gut. I know I said this in the beginning of the week too, but trust your gut. There is something that is unfolding that is not, you're not seeing where it's coming from. And that doesn't mean it's not a blessing or that you don't deserve it. It means that you need to be open to receiving and trusting your intuition. Intuition, no matter how scary the idea is, and I mean like an emotional risk, right? No matter how that feels, intuition will always lead us to the correct place. So even though it may feel scary or it may feel really alternative to what you've done before, it doesn't matter. Follow the breadcrumbs because you are on your way. Pay attention to your dreams too. I feel like some of you need to be writing your dreams down. Friday, new moon in Cancer. And then we've got the Five of Swords. This is taking a mental break. I feel like this is a really good day to like, there's been a lot moving and shifting and changing in the past couple of weeks. To me, this is like can you just go home and like self nurture? Can you just go home? By the way, in my Patreon group, if you are looking for some additional support or resources in my Patreon group, I did a whole meditation for the new moon in Cancer that is called the Perfect Nurturer. It is so good. It is so soothing to the soul. So if that is something that you need, go for it. This to me feels like a mental break. Like it's a really good day. I know it's a Friday. It's a really good day for like a summer Friday to like call in and go sit at the beach and like soak up some sun. Or if that's not your thing, take a bath, take a nap, read a book, like whatever self-nurturance looks like for you. This is the day to do it. And especially to keep the group small. If you've been meeting a lot of new people or a lot of things have been changing, especially if it's been career and like you're meeting this person and this person and this person and this person, or just the height of summer and it's lots of social events, weddings and birthdays and barbecues. If you've been in the thick of all of that, it is like a great day to stay home, or it's a great day to just be with your more intimate and interpersonal relationships on a smaller scale. It's a great day for a bonfire. I don't know why I feel I want to say that too, but it's just like a really good day to sit and chill and relax. There has been so much moving and changing. You need space to integrate and decompress and actually let clarity come to you. You can't always get clarity in the moment. Sometimes you need to let it pass through by taking a minute to decompress and letting the energy actually settle in that this is like real, it's happening, whatever the thing is. And it's all good stuff. It's exciting, a new beginning, a fresh start. But there is something that is changing here that feels like, let it settle, let the foundation sink in. And then Saturday, we've got the Chariot. Now, the Chariot can pertain to a physical move from location A to location B. And like 9 out of 10 times, that's how I see it. But this week in particular, especially in the placement of like, okay, you've let something settle, you've done some intuitive work and you've trusted yourself. You worked with your crow friends who might be supporting you on your journey, or crows or ravens might be symbols that you see this week. And then it's like, okay, the energy can actually pick up and move forward, whatever the energy is. So you've been building so much of the foundation, and now this week feels like a week of movement and a week where things are starting to actually progress and pull forward. For some of you too, for some of you very specifically, I also feel that this is going to be connected to your art. I don't know why that's what I want to say. But it could be like, and I don't know why I want to say this either. This is a very specific message. So I'm sorry at the tail end if this is coming through for somebody or like somebody is specific. But you may feel that like location one or location, A is going to put your art in the right hands, but it's actually location B. And you need to intuit that, or vice versa, like whatever that looks like. But it kind of feels like don't move in a direction just because that feels like on paper, like the bigger, brighter opportunity. You need to trust your intuition to go with the opportunity that's actually going to get your art or your craft to the place that it needs to be. So that is what's going on in the stars and the cards this week, my dears. Enjoy, and I will see you next week.